from her body. And it actually led to her illnesses and led to obesity, that then led to stroke, that then led to many, many years in a nursing home under full-time care. And you don't want that in your life. You don't want to live a long life. You want to live a long, productive life. You want to give your body deposits. You want to help prevent illnesses. You want the energy. Everything that you need is growing in the ground right now. It's alive, and it's waiting for you to consume it so that you can have the energy to go after what's most important. So I said that there would be 3 techniques, and these techniques are very basic, but if you applied them, you'd find out that your health got better. They all relate to what you're consuming on a regular basis. What you're consuming in your life has a massive impact on your health. And I want to start by telling you, you've been doing something possibly wrong for a very long time. It's what you're drinking, and more specifically, what you're drinking from. Do you drink from plastic water bottles? You don't want to do that. See, plastic is meant to biodegrade slowly, and some plastics don't biodegrade at all. But the water bottles that we drink slowly but surely deteriorate so that in theory they can be recycled. A lot of environmentalists are very angry about this, but I'm going to take it from a food and health perspective. When you drink from a bottle that's already biodegrading from the elements of sun and air, guess where it's degrading into? Into your water supply. What you're drinking from is what's going into what you're drinking. So when you hear about plastics getting leached into water, you know that that's not healthy, and that has a corrosive long-term effect. Now, when you drink a bottle of water, it's not like you all of a sudden get sick and die, but over time, drinking little traces of plastic over year after year after year clogs up the system. That's why I no longer drink from plastic water bottles if I can prevent it at all. I drink from glass water bottles. And I order several different glass water bottles, different sizes, different shapes, so that I have them in my reserves at home, at my car, at work. You want to have glass bottles at all times. The water stays fresher, in my opinion, and it's so much healthier for you. So that's technique number 1. Simply switch from plastic to glass. Makes a big difference. Number 2. The second technique that I would tell you is, I want you to remember this metaphor. Eat the earth. Eat the earth? What does that mean, Sean? Well, the earth consists mainly of what? What is the earth mostly covered with? Water. You need to make sure that your food is high water content for the good majority of what you're consuming. You want about, and the studies differ, but you want about at least 60%. I think that's a very conservative, doable number. 60% of what you're eating should be high water content. Fruits and vegetables should fill up the plate. And I'm going to proclaim that vegetables raw are the best way to go. Cooked vegetables are missing a lot of the nutrients because you boiled them out. You want 60% of your plate to be high water content fruits or vegetables. And the other 40%? Well, the other 40% you can make grounding foods. And grounding foods are things like your proteins. They're things like your sprouted grains. You know, anything that's not of a vegetable or fruit nature. You can make that your 40%. Eat the earth. 60% high water content, 40% grounding food. And you want to eat the earth, meaning the more alive, the better. You know, when you eat something that's been packaged and can last years on the shelf, what is that doing to your body? I mean, it's preserving your body in a bad way. You don't live forever like that Twinkie will. And I'm here to tell you that if you can have high vibrational foods that have just been picked or plucked or grown, that has a high frequency of energy in it, and that goes into your body. When you look at food under Kirlian photography, you can see the energy coming off of it. It's not woo-woo, it's actual science. When you eat something like a dead piece of meat or a starchy, preserved junk food, or something fried or boiled to death, you see no energy under Kirlian photography. And so therefore, you're taking a withdrawal out of your body, as we said earlier. And the third technique that I can do to share with you that I use in my life is, I call it keep your home sacred. If you want to eat gross, junky food, do it outside of your house. Keep your house as your personal wellness palace, okay? Have your refrigerator stocked with good food. You know, most people eat bad food because it's all they have on hand. But if you have good food in your refrigerator, if you clear out your cupboards and only put in healthy snacks, your life will be better because you probably eat a lot of meals at home, I'm guessing. You want to have your treats be when you go out to eat. Now, if you go out to eat majority of the time, say you're a single bachelor or bachelorette, then maybe make more meals prepared at home and treat yourself to maybe only one meal outside of the house a day. You want to get in the habit of leaning in the direction more often than not of making the right choice. Choices that will deposit good energy. Choices that will fill you with hydration that is not being leached from plastic. Making sure that you have made choices that are filled with the earth, that have high water content and grounding as the other percentage. Keep your palace of wellness very clean and pure. When you go to my house, you won't find garbagey food. Does that mean that I'm perfect? No. I have bad food every once in a while when I go out to eat. When I'm at home, that's where I need to take care of myself. That's where you should consider taking care of yourself. So let's talk about fitness. You know, we've already discussed food and the importance of it being fuel. And our bodies are a bank, and they can be preventative medicine. Well, let's talk about fitness. And I believe that fitness is your ability to stay strong, keep your coordination very astute, allow you to have clear mind. You know, fitness is more than just about sweating. It's about getting the body to feel young again. And fitness is one of my biggest topics of conversation. I hear people tell me all the time, excuse after excuse, why they are not in shape physically. And it drives me nuts because I know it's all just excuses. And I'm going to tell you the top 3 excuses that I hear and how I combat them. Excuse number 1 I hear is, you know, just like I did with food, is that I don't have the time to work out, Sean. Okay. I'm not going to go into the whole liturgy about how we all got the same amount of time. I already said that. I'm going to say you do have the time. You prioritize your time. You know, the average American, if we're just dealing with America here, watches somewhere between 4 and 5 hours of television a day. A day. That's ridiculous. You only need 1 hour to work out to get your body to feel energetic. So if you tell me you don't have time, I'm going to say, show me your schedule. And I'm going to see where are you just goofing around? Where are you just watching television? Where are you just mindlessly surfing the internet? Where are you watching videos that you shouldn't be watching? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you make time for what's important to you, don't you? The question is your body important to you? Are you going to make fitness an important part of your life? I have. In my life, I've had fitness mentors. I've had people continually tell me, Sean, I'm inspired by the way you handle your body. I mean, look at me. I'm 3 feet tall, all right? I have every excuse in the book. I'm in a wheelchair. If I wanted to bloat up to be some little blubber butt in this wheelchair, people would feel sorry for me and no one would call me out on it. That's not how I choose to live. I choose to tell myself that I can maximize. Why do you think I'm in a manual wheelchair, not a motorized wheelchair? Because I have the energy to reach the wheels. I'm going to reach the wheels. It's not about time. It's about, is it important to you? Do you want to have the added energy, the added youthfulness in your life? I think you do. You just don't realize that it's possible for you. Time, make the time. You don't have to work out every day. You know, I love the book by Robert Moyer. Dr. Moyer says, everything can be done in one small step. Little steps, incremental improvements go a long way. So instead of working out 7 days a week or 5 days a week, what I do is, now that I'm in the shape that I want to be in, I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then the next week I work out just Tuesday, Thursday. Now that keeps me with vital energy that I need in my body. You can set a schedule that works for you. It's not about time. It's about priority. Excuse number 2 I hear most often is, Sean, I'm embarrassed of how far I've let my body go. I'm embarrassed to go to the gym. I'm embarrassed for people to see me working out because I'm the fat guy or the fat girl or the guy that doesn't know what he's doing or the girl that looks bad on a treadmill. You're comparing yourself to others. Compare leads to despair. Whenever you compare yourself to others, you're going to be upset. So stop looking at where your body is. I mean, if I went to the gym, I would never get excited if I just looked at my body, because I'm 3 feet tall. Hello? Instead, I look at what can I get my body to do. And I can do sit-ups, push-ups. I can do all these different activities, and that's how I keep my body strong. I had to drop that embarrassing belief system. You need to drop it. And the last excuse I hear is, but Sean, it doesn't feel comfortable. I don't like how it feels exerting that energy. Look, of course it's going to be uncomfortable. You spent years not working out. So you gradually ease into it. And over time, you will feel better about it. Hey, if I lay off exercise too long, I feel it. But if I get back into it gradually, I get that energy back. And you will too. So, I'm going to top off this water here in my glass water container. And I want to talk about my philosophy on fitness. On why fitness is so important. To me, I break it into 3 categories of my philosophy. 1, I think that fitness gives you more energy. Being physically fit gives you more energy than anything else you could do. Being physically fit gets your cardio working. It gives your muscles some tension. It gives the bones resistance. It keeps us vibrating. You know, in space, the biggest problem they have is there's no gravity. And so therefore, the muscles atrophy. Just watch the cartoon movie WALL-E, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And you want energy in your life. And fitness is the best way to get it. I feel alive. I sleep better. I eat better quality foods when I'm exercising. I'm craving better choices in my life. So it gives me the energy that I need to have just all the things that I need to be working on clear in my mind. So energy is a big part of my philosophy on fitness. The second one is it creates a relief. Both a pain relief and a stress relief. You know, when you're exercising, your body automatically starts dumping